worrying, it's probably the worst thing that I do. Like, imagine someone comes up and just punches you in the arm, and it kind of hurts. I mean, maybe steer clear of that person from now on. Now imagine one morning an oracle floats down from the sky and says, "At some point today, you will be punched." Then you're worrying about it all day. It ruins everything. This thing that's only going to kind of hurt and be over like that. I do worry too much, and I know that it makes things worse for me. And I want to tell you about some of the things I've figured out about how to reduce worry. But first, why do we worry in the first place? I came across this list of pretty good reasons from Psychology Today about common beliefs about worry that keep us doing it. 1, if I worry, I'll never have a bad surprise. I do this. I try to anticipate all possible negative outcomes so that I'm not disappointed when they happen. I do this so well that sometimes I actually feel the consequences when they don't even happen. I'll go through mentally what it would be like for a disaster to happen while we're traveling, or suddenly my entire identity online is hacked and I lose everything. I try to picture what it would be like to lose everything all of the time. Or even simple things like a conversation I'm going to have on the phone. If it goes terribly, I run the scenario in my head. In general, I hate small talk. I hate trying to carry on a conversation with strangers. And I think it's partly because I'm already picturing how badly it could go. And I'm constantly teetering on the edge, expecting that to happen. How badly could it go? Well, I could say something that's misunderstood or something really stupid that makes the person think I'm someone I'm not, or ruin my first impression, and now I'm the guy who makes creepy pornography online because I didn't describe my job properly. Basically, I'm worried every conversation is going to be like every Larry David conversation on Curb Your Enthusiasm. This is not helpful. It keeps me from enjoying the moment. It keeps me from doing certain things. There have been times when bad things have happened that I expected, and it still sucked, even though I expected it. So why not just let it go, Craig? 2, it's safer to worry. This is a superstitious thing. You think if you stop worrying, the bad thing's gonna happen. Like if I'm on an airplane and I'm worried that the plane's gonna crash, if I stop worrying, well then who's gonna worry to keep the plane in the air? For obvious reasons, this one's silly. 3, I show I care by worrying. This is interesting because when I'm working on a project, I'm always worried about making it the best it can be. I have to constantly tell myself perfect is the enemy of the good so that I can keep going. But if I suddenly eliminate the worry, to me it would feel like, do I even care about this project at all if I'm not worrying? This project matters. I should worry. No, I shouldn't. Worrying motivates me. Okay, that can be true. Like, I'm so worried about something that I just have to do it to get rid of the worry. Maybe. I would say more often it's counterproductive. It keeps you from doing something because you're paralyzed with worry. 5, worrying helps me solve problems. If I'm constantly worried about the thing, I'm able to see all the bad outcomes and I can avoid them because I'm worrying about them. Sounds good in theory, but you're probably doing too much work, working on things that are very unlikely outcomes just because you're scared. And you can do all of this without worry. You can do it with logic, with research. It's easy to say. I know our human brains don't always make sense, but this is why worry isn't really necessary. So worry can help you avoid danger and help you avoid negative outcomes, but geez, man, take a step back. Let's try to not worry so much. Here's what I try to do. So I organized all of these things that I do into 3 categories we'll call the 3 M's, because M is an upside down W, and W starts the word worry. We're going to turn that worry topsy-turvy. I'm worried I'm being too much of a dork. And the first category we're going to talk about is move. There are a lot of different things that fall under the category of move, but one of them is exercise. I've been doing a lot of exercise lately, and it really does calm my mind. It allows me to focus mostly just on the exercise and not on whatever else I'm worrying about. Or literally my mind is blank while I exercise, and that's beautiful. It does come with its own worries though, such as worrying about doing the exercise properly or worrying about getting enough protein. I'm going to change my shirt and talk about how I alleviate the protein worry. As many of you know, I've been doing a lot of health challenges and a lot of exercise, a lot more in my old age than I used to. And when you do that, one of the things that helps is protein. And the way I get protein is not Carl Protein, it's not Larry Protein, it's David Protein. Thank you, David Protein, for sponsoring this video. You know, back in the 90s, we had to hunt and gather to get our protein. We'd wear a flannel, listen to grunge, and then we'd go hunt bears. So much easier with David Protein. This is real evidence-based nutrition designed to support muscle muscle gain, fat loss, and performance. Not like performance. Actually, maybe, because that kind of slayed. But this stuff's got no sugar. It's got 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. To get this much protein in peanut butter, it would be 700 calories. 2.5 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt, 2 cups of black beans. How many cups of black beans can one man eat? And nearly a full cup of almonds. I'm allergic to almonds. That would put me in the hospital. This doesn't put me in the hospital. I got blueberry fudge brownie, chocolate chip, and cake batter, and I'm gonna have a blueberry right now. And you can't stop me.
Stop it.
Wait, you're trying to stop?
I'll give you $5 if you stop.
No, stop trying.
Stop.
No, you can't.
Stop.
Okay, fine. No, I'm gonna do it. David, I enjoy eating you. And David is offering you beard lovers a deal. Get 4 cartons and get your 5th free by following the link below or scanning the QR code. And you can also find them at Target, Walmart, Kroger, and many other retailers. And you could also yell out the window, "Hey, anyone got any David?" Maybe someone walking by will have it. Or their name is David, and then there'll be confusion. I'm talking about the delicious flavored protein bar, not a person named David. Thank you, David Protein. Okay, back to it. So, as far as exercise goes, yes, it can add its own kind of worries. I would say if you're just starting exercise, look up routines online and just try, but don't go too hard. If the goal here is to reduce worry, just find some routine that feels routine. Easiest thing to do is walk. Walking is awesome. You're seeing your neighborhood. You're going to different locations. You're reminded there's a whole other world out there with people doing stuff, a system that's working, ideally. And it has nothing to do with your little worrying brain. Your body is focused on one thing, putting one leg in front of the other. You could put 2 legs in front of one another, but then you're doing a hop. And that's going to be a little more strenuous, but you can do that. And if you're feeling a little more ambitious, you could do a little run. I think it has similar benefits. It's just, going to require more energy. The beauty of it is there's nothing to decide. It's just the task at hand. You're walking, and you're not walking anywhere in particular. You can stretch. Once in a while, I'll just stretch my arms for no reason. Tension builds up in there, probably from all the worry, and then it just makes you feel better. It's all connected. Your brain, your gut, your toesies. If you move it all affects each other. Look, I start doing this. Actually feels good on my wrist to do this. And now I'm hearing this sound, and I'm like, what? Why is my hand doing this? What's going on? And I'm not thinking about anything I was worried about. I'm just thinking about how silly this is. It actually does feel good. But by move, I don't just mean exercise. I mean, be active. Do something. There might be a worry you have about getting something done. The kitchen is messy. Just start cleaning it. On my second channel, I made a video about closing open loops. Think of all the loops you have open, all the unfinished tasks that are always on your mind. Pick one, finish it, or just start it. I know there's other things you're worried about too. I think all these worries mishmashed in your head is a problem because you focus on one, then you're going to worry about doing the others. But I think once you start, you get focused on that task and the other worries kind of go into the background. Move to a new location. Change your situation. I do this. I work in my basement. Sometimes I'm working on a thing or I'm getting stressed about a thing. I will just go up the stairs, walk around. If you've seen my walking challenge videos, when it was like later at night and I was unable to walk outside, I would just walk around this island. If you don't want to stay in the place you live, you could go to a coffee shop, go to the library, go to the park. Change your location. It seems obvious, but it's something we forget when we're in the middle of a worry. We have more control than we think. Remind ourselves that by changing where we are physically. Sometimes I'll just go outside and sit. Oh, Bunny wants to go out now. Oh yeah, you're sniffing the camera? This being Wisconsin, I can't do this all year round. Everything sounds different, the air feels different. There's so much new stuff to look at. Now I'm worried about all the crap on my butt because of all this stuff on the deck. But that's a worry for another time. I guess this brings us to the second M, mindfulness. There's this thing called the 3-3-3 rule. I mean, I don't do it exactly, but it's similar to what I do. See 3 things, hear 3 things, and move 3 things. I guess this falls under move, but also mindfulness. It just helps you get out from inside of the brain into the physical world, which is where things actually happen. I see a swing. I see a tree. I see lots of trees. Wow, I'm well over 3 at this point. And this, I hear a bird over there. I hear lots of birds. I hear a hum of something, like an air conditioner or something. I hear traffic far away. I mean, right now it feels like 3 isn't enough. I'm kind of enjoying identifying, trying to challenge myself if I can hear anything that isn't a bird, traffic, or that hum. And I'm fully focused on this. All worry is gone, and it's beautiful. It's like a puzzle. Like, there's got to be something else. Well, I just heard my dog move. What you doing? Oh, okay. I hear what sounds like a helicopter. Just louder traffic. Okay, good enough. And then move 3 things. Moving my toesies, moving my shoulders, and moving my eyebrows. Oh, new sound. Boings. I also like to do a meditation method, the body scan. Close my eyes and just breathe. Try to breathe from the belly. Pay attention to all the sensations in my body. Sometimes you can find things that are tense, and that tension, it's like finding where the worry lives physically in your body. It could be tightness in your neck or your shoulders or in your belly, and just analyzing it, trying to alleviate it with your mind. Or just noticing it. Just noticing it helps. I have flight anxiety, and there have been times on the airplane I've tried this, and it really does help to try to focus so much on my body parts instead of turbulence that just gives me jolts of anxiety, and sometimes that anxiety fades. I decouple the jolts from the airplane with jolts within my body and realize they have nothing to do with each other, and I don't need to be worried. Okay, wipe the stuff off my butt. Ready to go back inside? Come on. I don't think you're ready to go back in, are you? Yeah. 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 So, I posted a community post on YouTube asking you what you're worried about. And boy, are you guys worried. 265 comments so far. And the worries run the gamut. Some are long diary entries. Some are just gestures broadly. There is a lot to worry about. But if that's all we're doing, that's probably not going to help. This reminds me of another good mindfulness thing to do. Write it down. Write your worries down. Make them external. I provided a place for people to dump their worries. Do that. Maybe if writing in a journal isn't enough, comment it somewhere. Put it out in the world. But it doesn't have to just be your worries. You can do a couple different lists that I think are helpful. There's the gratitude list. Write down all the things and people you're grateful for in your life. Every time I do this, I'm reminded of all the things and people I take for granted. It's easy to forget that there are good things happening. I don't want to minimize the actual bad things happening, but it's good to be reminded. And another one I will call the ego list. Write down all the ways that you are awesome. All the things that you're capable of, all the things that you've done, all the natural talents you have. Even if you don't think you have any, write down something simple. I'm able to talk. I'm able to understand complex language. Up yours, animals. Some animals might have a bit of complex language, but they can't spell. Idiots. Okay, the list wasn't supposed to mean hate on animals, but you know what I'm saying. Talk yourself up. Also, do this in the mirror. I do this. There's always things in my life and in the world I'm worried about, and it can bring me down. It can make me lose energy. So I'll go to a mirror. I legitimately do this sometimes. I will talk to myself in the mirror. I will have a conversation, and I will try to steer it positive, like I'm fighting all the negative thoughts. I don't know if this is a healthy thing to do. I'm not a psychologist, but this works for me. I'll say things like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Think of all the things you've done, man. You're awesome. Anything that's thrown at you, you're going to be able to figure it out. You're going to be okay. Your family's going to be okay. Your entire town is going to be okay. I don't know if that's true. And even if bad things do happen, you can pivot. You can figure it out. You're a human being with a brain. It's flexible. And now, the final M, make a plan. If you've watched some of my previous videos, I love having a plan. I don't always have a plan, and that brings a lot of chaos and stress. But once a plan is in place, I know what I'm supposed to be doing at different times of the day. It reduces worry and stress, even if the plan is flawed, or I abandon it later, or I'll just modify it and try to make it better as I go. Having a plan is good. I'm worried about my health. Okay, I'll exercise a little bit every day. I'm worried about getting the project done. Okay, I will block time every day of the week. Maybe some days I won't hit that time block, but that's not today. Today, I have a plan, and I feel good about it. I'll pivot when the time comes and modify the plan, but the plan will still be there, and that'll be awesome. What if a natural disaster is going to wipe out my entire town? Well, if I have a plan, I got stuff to do. So I don't have to think about that. Like not knowing that you're going to get punched at 3 p.m. today. I'm running out of money. I'm going to have a plan to put a little bit of money into a savings account every time I make some. It may not always work out, but it's a thing I'm doing rather than nothing and sitting around worrying. That doesn't feel good. Scheduling worry. Block out a time where you just worry and then you don't worry the other times. I think that's useful, but I think it's probably more useful if you also block out what you're supposed to do during the other times. I was worried about views of this channel going down at the beginning of this year and not as many sponsors coming in, money going down during a time when everything's getting more expensive. So what did I do? I made a plan. It's called OBVAM, one big video a month. I planned out the entire year, and knowing that I had that laid out just gave me comfort. Halfway through the year now, I haven't fully stuck with it, but that's okay. I'm in a better place now. I feel like the channel is doing a little better, and just knowing that I have that plan there feels a whole lot better than being like, everything's coming to an end. Even if the plan isn't perfect or doesn't work out fully in the end, it feels better to have it. That's my point. Those are a bunch of ways that I reduce worry, and I hope that it helps you. Obviously, a lot of you seem to be very worried, and I just try some of these things. You're not going to eliminate the worries completely. You're definitely not going to eliminate the world's problems, but reducing the worry just feels better. I hope that helps. If you would like to support what I do here at Wheezy Industries, you can support me on Patreon. I'm making a video over there every single weekday. I just put one up on my thoughts about maintaining yourself while being creative, doing it your own way, and shrugging off others being like, no, well, actually, there's a better way, which might ruin your flow. There's a 7-day free trial if you want to just watch a week of my videos. This shirt and some others are available over at DFTBA, and everything's going to be okay. I can't know that, but it's better to feel that way now, isn't it?